Alright guys, so first video, and today we're gonna roll out and link up with some of the Somerville boys. I'm gonna be linking up with them. They're doing a car meet. I think there's gonna be a couple stops. I also have to drop off a spare tire. Shout out to Mo for loaning me a spare wheel and tire with a BMW bolt pattern, so that way I can get some new rubber and still keep driving the car. So we're gonna stop at Mo's house, drop off the wheel and tire. We'll probably catch the car meet at the second stop, just because I'm running a little bit behind. So yeah, we're gonna get on the road. I'm pretty glad because I get to take a nice drive out to Somerville, the town that I moved to when I first came from New York to South Carolina. I love Somerville. I have super fond memories living there. It's grown a lot over the past couple years. One of the biggest changes was Nexton being developed, which is a really nice area. They have some good eating. There are some restaurants that only existed in downtown Charleston, and now, you know, they have a location out in Nexton, so bringing good food to Somerville, which is always a positive. And overall, cost of living is a little bit lower compared to a place like downtown or Mount Pleasant, so it's a nice economical way to enjoy Charleston and save a little bit of money on rent, so that way you can put it toward modifying your car. It's all about priorities, I guess. And I'm excited to hang out with these Somerville boys. I've known Harrison for a couple of years, and he has a NA Miata. I think it's like a 1994. So we're kindred spirits because, of course, I've had an NA Miata since I was 19. He's able to get away with doing mods that I wouldn't necessarily be able to. His Miata's stance, and a lot of people have, you know, their feelings about stuff like that, but I think that if it's your car and you're paying for the mods, you're pretty much free to do whatever you would like. No one can really tell you how to spend your money. I kind of carry this opinion on things like, you know, lifted trucks. You know, people who do like Carolina squat. That's something I learned about when I first moved here. The Carolina squat, dropping the rear end of the truck, lifting the front, and basically shooting your headlights up into the sky. Obviously, the reasonable part of me says, hey, you should probably have your headlights aimed at the road because that's their purpose. I can understand where people can kind of roll their eyes, but, you know, at the same time, each their own, and I can't blame somebody for doing something I don't like to their car, because I probably do things to my car that people don't like, and especially when I was younger. And that's kind of my whole point is, you know, Harrison and Preston are able to kind of enjoy the time in their life where they can get away with having a purple car or, you know, a stanced Miata, because as you get older, the world kind of forces you to grow up a bit. Like, people who are wealthy, you'll hear them, they have like a regular car when they don't want everyone to necessarily know that they have money, especially in a business setting where you don't want people to take advantage of you. You want something low-key and understated. And it's honestly something that, as I've gotten older, it attracts me more to like big body, understated sedans, like an S-Class, pinnacle of, you know, the luxury sedan. But at the same time, you still get to have your kicks. Something like a 7 Series BMW, you know, you can get a 7 Series BMW with a V12, 2001 E38 sedan with a V12. If you look at a sedan like that, it's understated. You can show up somewhere and it's not going to attract the wrong attention. But as a car guy, you got a V12, you got over 300 horsepower, and you know that you have an Autobahn missile, essentially. Well, anyway, so yeah, there's that bit, but I think here's the lesson. Don't buy cars for other people. It's never the right way to do it. Don't buy cars to impress the neighbors. It's not worth it. If you're passionate about something, and especially if you're passionate about cars, and you want to chase a unicorn or a white whale that you love and that you have an attraction to, then go for it. And like, don't let anyone convince you that it's not worth it, because that's what life's all about. Like, make the most of every day, drive the car you want, and you'll be smiling a lot more when you pull up somewhere, and that's worth something. Or at least it's worth something to me as a car guy. I like to drive, and I like to drive a car with good dynamics, whether it's like super plushy and luxury oriented or a stripped out performance tool, even if it's kind of dumb to drive it on the daily. If you want to, and you can put up with it, all the power to you then. that guy got a tow hook. He might be hitting the track. Let's see if I can get him. Here we go, here we go. Oh, I smell a little oil. That might be a little bit of a BMW thing, honestly. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's like good BMW culture. I just gotta say, considering this is my first full-length video, part of me really wants to hide this from you guys because as a car guy, I'm sort of ashamed. All of my warning lights, I got 19 miles of fuel, a TPMS sensor that it's not even existing. I don't know why it's getting a code that it's low. Headlight motor for the adaptive headlights. And this is like typical BMW stuff. And then of course you got a service engine soon light, which I like to lie to myself. I like to say it's a service engine soon. It's not a check engine light. You know, they're two different things. And you know, the service engine's more of like a recommendation. And even the check engine light, it's just diagnostic. So, you know, like YOLO. People are getting rowdy. Real life red light show, and there should be some more fun to come as we cruise over downtown. Is where we're heading. We got the 5-0 out in force tonight, enforcing them speed limits, boys. Don't catch yourself. Well, unfortunately, in typical fashion, the garage car meet that was in downtown Charleston got shut down. As I rolled up, there were already cops at all of the entrances turning people away. There's been a coalition of car guys making moves and a lot of rowdiness going on because I think people are a little bit upset. Yeah, we'll see, you know, what ends up coming of the Toys R Us meet. That's the news spot. Gonna go try to set up over there, and we'll see how long it takes for the cops to try to come and break up this meet.
Perfect.